Hi, Guido Fox here. Welcome by a new book report. And today I want to discuss with you the book Unio Mystica from Osho. Another 300 pages of spiritual knowledge, spiritual evolution, spiritual development. So I'm very happy that he wrote this book. Another 300 pages. I think I read already kind of 100 books of Osho, but it's still interesting. It's still interesting because of the depth of the literature, the way he wrote, very sensitive words, and you can feel his high spiritual consciousness level. You can feel in his writing skills that he was very aware about his heart line, his crown chakra, his third eye chakra, his palm chakras. He was aware of godliness. He calls God godliness, so he was very high in his spiritual growth, and you can feel it in Texas. So it's also very chilling and relaxing. It's a kind of meditation to read his books. So therefore, always still reading and like to read the books of Osho. And maybe I'm gonna tell you some thing you didn't like. But he wrote in his book that spirituality is only for the chosen fews. Only people who were going to a lot of stages in their lives, career troubles, relationship troubles, and they read about personal development, they think something about the society, they go in politics, they build a family, and they were interested in religion. And after that, after all the knowledge about different fields, you come by spirituality. Spirituality is the last stage. Spirituality is the last stage of development. Self-transcendence is, if you watch the pyramid of Maslow, is the last stage. So if you go into all those stages about personal development, about career, relationships, leadership skills, religion, ultimate way you come by spirituality. So spirituality is for the chosen fews. Only people are already gone in some meditation activities, or they have a natural DNA mechanism from past lives that they reached high spiritual levels at the end of the last life, and you come on earth with a high spiritual level. Those people who are sensitive or were already in meditation or had last life experiences, those are the one who really goes in mystical and spiritual knowledge and information. So-called religion, all the religion on earth, they stay mostly in rules, dogmatic approach about religion, and spiritual growth. They were saying you have to eat this or you have to eat that. That is good and that is wrong. Very clear rules to reach heaven, right? You have to do this, that, and then you will reach heaven. So, normal religion is for the crowd, is managed to give clear rules, understandable rules for the crowd to understand what to do. Spirituality is too difficult. It's so difficult to understand the ego mechanisms, the kind of consciousness levels you have, and also the discipline and the effort you need to meditate. I see so many people are talking about religion. They know the rules, they know the words, they know what to do and what not to do, but they didn't have prayerful meditation experience. They don't meditate. They don't have depth experiences to go more to your inner self. So this kind of ways, the meditation way, the effort to do that every day, hours and hours, and also the deep knowledge about spiritual growth, it's too difficult for the crowd to understand. And that's also what Osho was wrote in his books. Spirituality is only for the chosen fews. Only if you're really interested in spiritual evolution, in enlightenment, in consciousness levels, then you're already by the chosen fews of the society. Then you're already reached higher levels of consciousness to come by the knowledge of spirituality. So spirituality is above the knowledge of all the 164 religions of the world. So spirituality is the top of the top and is really focused on the enlightenment process of Jesus, of Buddha, of Krishna, Mahavira, Ramana Maharshi, Osho. So spirituality is really focused of consciousness and enlightenment process. So it is also a very direct way to raise up your consciousness levels. So it's a direct way where actually religion is made for. The core of every religion on earth is nothing more than raising up your consciousness levels. There's no other way. That is the core of every religion. But so many priests, so many church leaders are following the so-called rules. They're telling all kind of stories, but they're not really talking about the core of every religion on earth, and that is spiritual growth. So spirituality is for the chosen fews, for the small group of people who want to reach something ecstaticness in their lives. They want to do something more than what the crowd is doing. Consuming, holidays, partying from emptiness. These are the people who are interested in spirituality, want to do things with fullness, with a full heart, with a full lovable and compassionate heart, inner feelings. So they are searching for fullness. That is where the chosen few are searching for. They search for fullness. And Osho was wrote on page 30 is that it's nothing all than policing your heart region. Just go with your mind to your heart region. And it sounds very strange and it sounds very ridiculous, but you can awakening up yourself from within. You can opening up the ruby ray line in your heart region and you can make that area ecstatic loaded. I always was very skeptical about spiritual growth and opening up and awakening. I was always very skeptical about it. But with my 3-4 years experience in spiritual growth and the meditative experience and awareness, I know that you can waken up. I know that the kingdom of heaven, like what Jesus was saying, is within you, is in your body. It's an immanent God's image. It's godliness in your inner body. So policing your heart, that is very interesting, right? Go with your mind, with every activity you do, go inside, some mind heart region mechanism. That's a knack. Osho calls it the magic knack. And then, if you go to page 19.1, you live a double life. You live an inner life and you live an outer life, both with fullness. So you don't live 30 days per month. No, everything goes so unbelievable fast, the time. You live 60 days. You live 30 days with your inner world. And you live 30 days with the outer world. So it's inward and outward. Riches if you are idle 60 days a month. That's a quote of Gurdjieff, the mystical Sufi guy. It's part of the Islamic ideology. And he was saying that you are very rich if you have 60 days per month. And only the people who are opening up, who are meditating like Jesus on the mountain of Golgotha, he was only meditating there. So many Christians are talking about Thomas from Aquino, Augustinus. No, Jesus was just meditating on a mountain. That's religion. Be kind, be simple. No church involved, no building involved. That's a very strange expression. 60 days a month. It contains a great insight. The man who remembers himself has 60 days in 1 month. 30 are his inner life and 30 the outer life. He lives in a double way. His life has not only one dimension, horizontal, so not only time dimension. His life has a double dimension. The vertical too, right? So you have the vertical line, the depth line. The depth line, the vertical line, and the horizontal line together. And you know that combination of horizontal and vertical that makes the cross, right? That makes the cross. So that's the meaning. That is the meaning of the cross, is that you live a double life. A life of depth, a life of fullness, and a life, just a normal life, that the time is going from birth to death. That's the real meaning of the church, of the cross. There will be no boredom anymore if you're always be centered. If you always be in the center of that cross, there shall be no time anymore. There shall be no time, because the time flies so quickly if you are there in your ecstaticness. Because it is so beautiful feeling inside that you want to stay there forever. How more happy you are, how more the time flies, right? How more ecstatic you are, how more you are in a kind of drunk dream, where everything is going so quickly in your life. There shall be no time anymore. And there shall be no boredom anymore, because you have always something to do. And that is that you can be always inside. You can be always inside. So you're always busy. You're always busy with inside. You're always enjoying the inside feelings, the ecstatic feelings. So there's no boredom anymore. If you're waiting somewhere You can be always there, right? You can be always there. Some life coach tips, page 302 in the book. Be no indecisiveness. People don't make choices. They're always waiting and waiting and waiting to make steps in their life, in their relationships, in a career, or to go to a coach. They're always waiting. And when you're waiting, you become addicted to waiting. You become addicted to indecisiveness. That's really interesting, right? You can be addicted to indecisiveness, to not make decisions in your life. You like it there. You like it there because you don't take responsibility. I don't take decisions, so I don't have the responsibility for a bad outcome for my own life. So I stay where I am. I don't try anything out. I don't have a trial and error life. I always avoid difficult decisions. I don't try things out. I don't make difficult steps. Then I don't feel any responsibility, right? So you will become addicted to indecisiveness, addicted to waiting. And actually, the underlying behavioral mechanism is that you be addicted on fear. You are fearful to make the decision for action, to start your own company, to step out that horrible toxic relationship. Because we are fear. We don't know what is come next. We are so fear to live a life of insecurity. The addiction of waiting to start with meditation. The addiction to indecisiveness is nothing more than an addiction based on fear. And if you're fearful, then you are fearful for everything. Everything what happens in society, probably you're there also fearful. So you're full with fear. Next topic. Ego. How more ego mind identification, how more in the mind, how more ego is active. And I don't call the higher mind. You have the higher mind. The higher mind is connected with your chakras. The higher mind is always there. The lower mind the rational mind, the chattering mind, is related to ego. And the ego is always putting others and putting themselves in a superiority or inferiority complex. So you put someone higher than you and you can pray for him. You will kneel for him because he's so good in something. He reached so high status in this society that you will kneel. You will kneel for him or her. And you put someone down who has a lower value in the society. So your ego is responsibility for hierarchy, for society conditioning. The status-oriented society and ego. And you put yourself higher or lower than someone. That's what the ego is doing. So if you're free from ego, if you dissolve the ego, you make it softer and softer, and the ego is disappearing, you see everyone as a unique being. Everyone is a unique being, and everyone can reach higher levels of consciousness. Everyone has some potential flower in himself. So how less ego you have, how more you see the uniqueness and the capacities and the potential of a person. Ego is fear. Ego is indecisiveness. Ego is waiting. Ego is shame. Ego is hiding yourself. Non-expressive. Don't show yourself. What people are thinking of you. What should they tell about you? What kind of opinion have people about me? The ego is ashamed. The ego wants to compare with others. Oh, my neighbor has a better job. Oh, my neighbor has a more beautiful woman. Ego is jealousy. Ego is comparison. We want to dissolve that, right? We have to dissolve the ego to go to your higher mind and to go to more inner ecstaticness feelings. Polishing your heart, living a double life, and you will reach higher personal development stages. Thanks for watching my video about Osho, Unio, Mystica, and see you next time. Bye bye.